Okay, let's try thinking about your law firm in a totally different way. What if it wasn't just a practice, but a high-performance machine? A system with interconnected parts that, if you understand them, you can measure, tune, and get some incredible results. So today, we're gonna pop the hood and see exactly how this thing works. So let me just ask you this straight up. Right now, is your firm a black box? I mean, do you really truly know how work gets done, where the holdups are, or why some clients walk away thrilled while others are, well, not? Or do the day-to-day workings feel a little murky, even to you? You see, a black box firm is a lot like this iceberg. On the surface, everything looks fine. You see the work getting done, you see the results, but it's what's happening below the surface that's dangerous. That's where you find the unclear processes, the frustrated staff, the inconsistent service, all the stuff that can quietly sink your firm's potential. All right, let's get into the guts of it. Every machine needs fuel, right? And for a law firm, that fuel is a deep, genuine understanding of your client's pain. Seriously, this is the starting point for absolutely everything else. This slide just lays it out perfectly. It's the client's whole journey. Over on the left, you've got all their pains and fears, the stuff that's literally keeping them up at night. And on the right, that's where they want to be. Their goals, their dreams, your firm's entire purpose, the whole reason the machine exists, is to move them from the left side of the screen to the right. So now that we know what our fuel is, let's pop the hood and take a look at the engine itself. This is the heart of your operational machine. It's where you take all that client pain and systematically turn it into a real, valuable solution. And look, this is not a random process. It's not about just trying stuff and hoping it works. As you can see from this roadmap, modernizing your firm is a structured journey. You move deliberately from one phase to the next, from just setting up to building to finally driving a smooth, successful operation. There is a path to follow. Now, at the heart of this engine, you've got 4 essential pillars. First up, your people. They've got to be empowered and accountable. Second, your operations. This is where everything gets standardized with systems and policies. Third, funding. You need clear budgets and honest reporting. And finally, culture. This is the glue that holds it all together. Teamwork, ownership, and a total focus on the client. If any one of these pillars is wobbly, the whole machine starts to sputter. So how do you make sure that people pillar is rock solid and everybody knows what they're supposed to be doing? Well, that's where service level agreements, or SLAs, come in. Just think of them as internal contracts. They spell out exactly what success looks like. For instance, an SLA might say a paralegal has to return all client calls within 4 hours, and in return, the firm promises to provide the right software and training. See? It's a two-way street. Everyone knows how they help the machine run smoothly. And I just love this quote from the source material. An SLA isn't some kind of prenup, where you're already planning for failure. It's a commitment. It's about creating a marriage mentality where everyone is bought in for the long haul, focused on succeeding together, not looking for the exit door. Okay, so you've got this great machine. Now you need a dashboard. I mean, you can't improve what you don't measure, right? These dashboard reports are basically the gauges that tell you exactly how your firm is performing in real time. It lets you make smart, data-driven decisions instead of just guessing. Your first gauge is the speedo. This is all about your outputs. It's answering the simple question, how fast are we going? It's tracking the direct results, the speed, the quality, and the volume of the work you're actually delivering. Next up, you've got the fuel gauge. This one measures your inputs. You gotta know if you have enough gas in the tank to get where you're going, right? This tracks your resources, your staffing, your capacity. You can't let this run on empty. But honestly, the most critical gauge on this whole dashboard is the GPS. This one is different. It doesn't just measure what you did, it measures the result. It tells you if you actually arrived at the right destination. This is all about outcomes, the real-world impact you had for your client. That right there is the ultimate measure of success. So, we've got our fuel, we've tuned our engine with all the pillars and the dashboards. So what does this well-oiled machine actually produce? What comes out the other end? Well, it's a lot more than just a completed case. It's something repeatable, valuable, and uniquely yours. Because look, the goal here isn't just a satisfied client. That's just the baseline. The real goal is a delighted client. A client who is so blown away by the process and the result that they become your #1 fan, raving about you to everyone they know. And you get there with something the source material calls a signature solution. This is where you take something your firm is amazing at and you package it into a branded, repeatable process. This makes your service predictable, consistent, and builds a massive amount of trust. You're not just selling your time anymore. You're selling a reliable results. And this example just nails it. A firm doesn't just handle DUIs. No, they offer the criminal DUI signature solution. It has a name, it has a promise, it creates an emotional connection. It shows the client a clear path and tells them, we've got this, we're going to get you to a better place. So when you put all of these pieces together, the fuel, the fine-tuned engine, the signature output, you get this fundamental transformation in how your firm actually works. You move out of the darkness of the unknown and into total clarity. This slide basically tells the whole story. On the left, you've got the old way, the chaotic black box with all its hidden problems and frustrations. And on the right, that's the goal, the glass box, a firm that runs on transparent systems, delivers predictable solutions, makes decisions based on data, and has empowered teams who know exactly how they're winning. And that really just leaves us with one final thought. Your firm is already a machine, whether you've designed it that way or not. So the only real question is, are you in the driver's seat? Are you using the roadmap and checking the gauges to steer it where you want to go? Or are you just kind of along for the ride? The choice is yours.